No matter where you are in life, you're here because you've been pushing, striving, trying to make things work. But for some reason, the breakthrough just isn't happening. I know exactly how that feels. You see other people succeed and it seems effortless for them. Meanwhile, you're grinding, forcing yourself to stay disciplined and wondering, why is this so much harder for me? Well, here's something most people don't realize. Success isn't just about effort. The people you admire aren't necessarily working harder than you. They're just working smarter by aligning with what they're naturally good at. And today, I'm going to show you how you can do the same. We've all been told that success comes down to one thing: discipline. You just have to push through, keep grinding, do what you hate like you love it. And yes, discipline is important. But here's the problem. Your brain is wired to avoid suffering. This comes from our ancestors. Back then, survival depended on getting the biggest reward with the least effort. That instinct still controls us today. So when we force ourselves to do something that feels unnatural, we burn out fast. And that's where most people get stuck. They think the only way to succeed is to suffer more than everyone else. But what if there was another way? Instead of fighting against yourself, you can work with yourself. Here's what most people don't understand. You already have natural inclinations that set you up for success. You just haven't leveraged them yet. Think about it. Have you ever met someone who's ridiculously good at something, but it seems like they barely try? Maybe it's an artist whose work looks effortless. Maybe it's a speaker who captivates a crowd without overthinking. Maybe it's a business owner who naturally spots opportunities that others miss. They're not lucky. They're just operating in alignment with what already comes naturally to them. You have these strengths too. Let's take a few examples. Elon Musk, he didn't just force himself into business. His natural curiosity led him to explore technology, space, and energy, areas where he could innovate. Serena Williams, sure, she trained hard, but what set her apart was her competitiveness. That drive to be the best pushed her beyond her limits. Gary Vaynerchuk, while others struggled to sell products, he realized he was naturally great at persuasion and storytelling, which made him a marketing powerhouse. These people didn't just work hard, they worked hard in the right direction. I learned this the hard way. A few years ago, I took a sales job that looked perfect on paper. Flexible hours, great pay, unlimited potential. The only problem? I absolutely hated talking to strangers. I thought I just needed to push through, that if I forced myself to make those calls, I'd eventually get used to it. But every day felt like a battle. No matter how much I tried, I wasn't getting the same results as others. The top performers in that job, they loved competition, social interaction, and the thrill of closing a deal. I didn't. I realized my strength was analysis and problem solving, not selling. So I switched paths into a role where those skills actually mattered. And suddenly, things got easier. My progress accelerated. I started getting recognition, not because I was forcing discipline, but because I was working in a way that fit me. A lot of people think talent is something obvious, like being able to paint or sing. But talent is often invisible. Talent is what you do effortlessly that others struggle with. It could be curiosity. You naturally ask questions and love learning. Competitiveness. You hate losing and push yourself to be the best. Empathy. You can read people easily and connect with them emotionally. Pattern recognition. You see trends and opportunities before others do. Resilience. You bounce back quickly from failure. Even things that seem like weaknesses can be strengths. If you're stubborn, you might be great at pushing through obstacles. If you're anxious, you might be a great problem solver who anticipates risks before they happen. When you lean into your natural inclinations, you get better results with less effort. In school, we're graded on every subject, even the ones we're bad at. But in life, you get to choose which test you take. The secret to outworking everyone isn't about suffering more than them. It's about designing your life so that the things you work on align with what you're naturally good at. When you do that, discipline stops feeling like suffering. It just becomes a byproduct of what you already enjoy. So here's what I want you to do. Step 1. Identify your natural inclinations. What are the things you do effortlessly? What are you naturally drawn to? Step 2. Find a way to apply them in a productive way. Can you turn them into a skill, a job, a business? Step 3. Stop forcing paths that aren't for you. Discipline is important, but only when applied in the right direction. Now tell me in the comments, what's one thing you've always been naturally good at? And if you want more insights like this, make sure to subscribe, because we're just getting started.